Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. My name is Tiffany Brooke, and I would say this is my first video that I've made talking. I am a dancer. I have a few dance videos up if you want to check those out. I am far from perfect, but it's my passion. I've done it since I could walk, so yeah. I wanted to make a video. I actually already made it before, but it is like everywhere. I didn't say it. I had like things said everywhere, so I made a list of like what I need to say in order and like what it's about. Um, well, when I made that video, it had been like a week, but now it's probably been like 2 weeks. Since I had found out. I know it's been a while, but the Amanda Todd story and how like the cyberbullying pushed her basically to commit suicide and stuff. And my story, it by no means is that bad, and I don't take any kind of I don't want to take anything away from what happened to her and how terrible it was, because what happened to me wasn't that bad, but I have been a victim of cyberbullying and I know what it feels like. And it doesn't feel too great. I mean, even just having YouTube, I'm scared to even comment on people's videos because I think like a comment on someone, even if it's nice comments, like I never make mean comments on people's videos because if I don't know, I was always thought if I'm gonna say something mean, don't say it, and plus I practice, not, thinking about it before saying things. And I believe people should be able to do what they want. If someone wants to put a video of anything, even if they look stupid, who cares? Like, do it. Like, I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna shame you for it. And I think it's just wrong. Like, why hate on somebody whenever you're probably doing way, less things than they are? And by you hating on them, you give them more views and possibly more money. So, I don't know. I mean, even just like the other day, I wrote something nice on someone's YouTube, like, I don't know, like a guy was cute or something, and someone put like that I was thirsty, and then a whole string of comments started of people. I mean, some people were nice, but some people were making fun of me and the way that I looked in my little teeny picture that you can't even see. It's just ridiculous. Like, I'm just scared to even comment on people's videos. That's why I don't know if this video will even go up, because if I put it up, I don't know how it's going to be perceived, and I feel like everybody says this, but I have struggled with depression and anxiety my entire life, so seeing mean things doesn't feel too good, and I don't know everybody, like those famous on YouTube, has to deal with that. I don't know how. They do, I guess they just learn. That's how it is. But I had my dance videos on somebody else's channel, and I just recently switched them over to my channel because I wanted to possibly start making videos, maybe like this, and also dance videos, if I could ever get a GoPro. But I put up like the first solo dance video I ever did, and on his channel it got like almost 1,000 views, and it got really good feedback. Not that I'm amazing, but no one ever said anything really mean. But when I put it on my channel, some guy that I since blocked was like, "You look like a fucking retard." And I guess he had watched my other solo video because it's called The Road Home, and he was like, this is why you need a map to find your way home or something. It was just not nice. I don't know why you would say that. I don't know who the guy is, but he watched my video, so thanks for the views. But no, back to the reason why I wanted to make this video. being a screensaver, being a victim of cyberbullying. Well, let me see where to start. I'm thankful that nothing like that has ever happened to me, like Amanda Todd. I'm thankful that, you know, I have an amazing mom and an amazing brother. And like I said, this doesn't even touch what happened to Amanda Todd, so I don't want that to, I'm not going to put that, if I do upload this, I'm not going to put that in the, title just to get views, because it in no way is like that. So, basically, I think it was around 2010 or 11. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. Woo! And I have always been very, like I said, I have struggled with depression, anxiety my whole life. I've always been, like, when I was younger, I had really bad acne, still struggle with it, and I had braces and, like, really weird bangs, and I just didn't think of myself as pretty, and so when I met people, I would, like, look down at them and shake their hand, hoping they wouldn't realize where they wouldn't look at my face, which I still catch myself doing today. So I kind of, since I had moved to Lexington, which I moved here in 2007, I think. Yeah, I moved here in 2007, and I kind of had kept, a low profile, not really going out, not, I had friends, but not like, I don't know, I just kept a low profile, But I had met this friend who had a whole group of friends that, because when I was here, I was like, man, like, I really want to have fun, like, I was like 23, maybe 22, I don't know. I was like, I want to have fun, and when I started being friends with this girl, I saw the group that, her boyfriend had this group that she was friends with, and I thought they all seemed like the same music I liked, because I like to go to the club and dance, but here all they play is techno music, and I don't like to dance to techno music, and so they would put on their own events that were like hip-hop music, so I thought it was dope as hell, and I started going to that, and like putting myself out there more, being less self-conscious about myself, and, becoming friends with, not like best friends, but becoming friends with all the people in the group and stuff. But I was closest to this one girl. I'm not going to say any names, I don't want to put that out there, but this one girl and her roommate, they were both girls, and basically, her boyfriend, when you date somebody, you basically live with them, so, and her boyfriend. And I would come over there, we would play games, like video games, and just sit around and talk, and just do anything, just have fun, went out, and everything was cool and chill. One day, I was on Facebook, and, no, how did it really start? Yeah, well, one day I was on Facebook, yeah, and I did see, this like, person who was, saying all these things. They weren't necessarily mean, I don't really remember what they were, but they weren't necessarily mean, but they were saying all these things to the people within the group that I wouldn't have called myself a part of that group, but I just knew everybody in it, and I was friends with them on Facebook. So she, it was a girl, and this person was saying a lot of things to the people that was in the group, and she, like, even was in a relationship with one person, and apparently it was a fake profile. So, and everybody was laughing about it on Facebook, and so I just thought, no, that's funny. I don't know. I think I'm gonna, like, retweeted a tweet that someone did tweeted once or put ha 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 because I just thought it was funny, but other than that, I didn't really pay attention to it. Then I would say, I don't know, I don't remember the time, but maybe like a week or so after that, I get a Twitter DM from one of the guys' girlfriends in the group saying that if she ever sees me out in Lexington, she's going to kill me, kick my ass, or whatever. And I was sitting there, and I was at my friend's house, the girl, when I got the message, and, you know, my heart started racing because, number one, these girls could really do harm, and I knew that. And, number two, I was like, I don't want these people to hate me. What did I do? And I said, you know, and her, at the time, she was the girl, the friend that was supposed to be my best friend at the time. She was having a fight with her boyfriend, but her roommate was in front of me. And I was like, look at this, you know, like, what did I, you know, were we at a party? Did I do something, you know? And she was confused by it as well. Seemed to be, I guess. And, so, yeah, it was really weird. And then when my friend and her boyfriend came out after the fight, the boyfriend didn't come out, but she did. And, you know, I was like, you know, she was definitely upset. So I didn't want to, like, bother her with my problems when she had so much. I had no idea what they were fighting about, but I did show her the message because I knew she knew more people than me and they were more friends with her. And I was like, do you know why I would get this message? Like, what? Like, do you remember if I did something? Or, and she basically dismissed it and was like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, and, you know, my boyfriend had a fight, and I just want to, got the, you know, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll let you go to bed, so I left. The next day I woke up, and, you know, you gotta grab a phone, check Twitter, Facebook, whatever. And when I get to Twitter, I had realized that they started throwing her name in, like, apparently this fake profile page had sent a really mean message to this girl within the group. Before I got the message, I guess, I don't really know, because I didn't get the message, which made it look like I did it even more. But, yeah, there was a really mean message. I did end up reading it later on because she showed me that girl, and apparently it was sent to, like, her mom and, like, everybody, and it was really mean and not nice, and that's what sparked people to get really mad, because they wanted to defend her because they were our friend, and, you know, I don't know, I knew nothing about that because I hadn't got the message, and we didn't talk about it between the friends that I had, so I didn't know. I don't know. So I'm assuming that's apparently what they were fighting about, the night before, because I get on Twitter and everybody starts accusing my friend of doing it, and I'm reading, and she's like, well, Tiffany left my house really early last night, whenever I just left because she said she was, you know, was tired and had a fight, and then she throws my name in there. It's like, Tiffany would never do anything like that, just out of nowhere, like no one even said my name at all, and then everybody starts blaming me, and it's like a mess. It's like a shit show from there on. Basically, what everybody still probably believes is that, my friend thought of the idea to do the message and the profile, but I'm the one who did it. When I really honestly knew nothing about it. I mean, I had seen a couple things on Facebook, but I apparently conceived this whole idea and did it when I honestly, swear to God, knew nothing about it. Then I started getting death threats. People were messaging me saying, "I'm gonna kill you." They use really foul language, and I was scared because I knew that some of these people knew where I lived at the time. Some of these people knew where I lived at the time, and it was just bad because I had just started to come out of my shell and, feel like I belonged to a group of people that, my friends. And of course it had to all backfire, like that. But I had friends outside this girl, and most of them were guys. Yeah. So I went to them and I told them the story, and they were kind of like encouraging me just to be like, don't hang out with this girl and just forget about it. It's not that serious. They're not going to do anything to you. And, I was like, okay. And we have like this party here that usually happens every year called Beau Arts Ball, and it's basically Halloween, but it's in like April or something. And you dress up any way you want, and there's a bunch of DJs and stuff, and you go and you have fun. And I really wanted to go, and me and that girl had plans to go together, but of course I didn't want to go with her, and she didn't even like speak to me about it. Like, she went with her roommate, and nothing was said to her. Everything was fine. But I went. I wore a blue wig. Because I was scared to go. I told my friends that I went with. I went with a couple of my girlfriends at the time, and then my guy friends were there as well that knew about it. I was like, I am really scared to go, and they're like, Tiffany, seriously? It's not that serious. And I was like, okay. So we went in, and everything was fine for a while, and then one of the people that were the head of that group saw me, and I guess took a picture of me as I was turning around, and then I guess probably went and told everybody, and that's when I got like surrounded, like it was like a circle of people around me. And keep in mind, I had nothing to do with this. I knew nothing about the situation except that I made a fake profile of a girl and wanted to send this girl a mean message, even though I knew nothing about her and I didn't even know her at the time. And the girl that actually did it was inside and no one cared, but everybody wanted to surround me and kick my ass. And so that's the guy, the guys that I came with ended up seeing that, and I was upset. I started crying and I left because number one, I didn't want to get my ass kicked. Number two, I didn't want to stay somewhere where I felt uncomfortable and unsafe. And number three, I'm not a tattletale. I'm not going to be like, these people are hurting me. So I just left because I was like, it's not worth it. So I go to my guy friend's apartment, and I'm just like a mess, crying, like, why is this happening? Like, because I had previously dated one of the guys in the group, and he apparently is the one that said, oh, she's capable of doing this, which really hurt my feelings as well, because I never did anything to him to hurt him or anything. And when we spoke, this was before all this, but we spoke through Skype, he said he didn't believe me. My dad passed away when I was 11, and I was like, listen, like, I knew nothing about this. I swear on my dad's grave, like, please, get these people to leave me alone and believe me. Because I wanted to continue to be friends in their group, and I wanted people not to. I didn't want people to think I was a bad person. You know, I'm not. I would never waste my time making a fake Facebook profile to get back at somebody that I don't even know. When the girl that was my friend, she told me before this had all happened that she didn't like that girl, and you know, there were certain reasons why and stuff like that. So he basically didn't believe me. He was like, just shut up, quit lying, I don't know why you're lying. Like, just wasn't having it at all. So, I don't know, I still, you know, when I get over to the guy's house after I leave, this girl tweets, my friend at the time, was, you know, friend at the time, tweets, why would you leave somewhere if you're innocent? Which basically, you know, set in motion that I did it, you know, because how am I, and this whole time, like, I made my Twitter private, the Facebook was open, but, like, I didn't do it, and just like I told him I didn't do it, and he didn't believe me at all. If I would have said that, they all would have been like, just quit lying, you did it, we know you did. Somehow they all know I did, I don't know, with no proof at all. No reason to do it, because I didn't know the girl. It was like the most mind-boggling thing ever. I still got, you know, I was getting hate messages, especially after she tweeted that, because then it was like, oh, she definitely did it because they were best friends, and she, you know, whatever, they knew everything about each other, and blah, blah, blah. And then I guess the picture that guy took, he puts on Facebook, and I see it, and, you know, people were commenting on it. Someone commented, ... dead. Like, you know, it was getting to the point where it was definitely too much for me to handle. Like, I just didn't know why this had to happen to me. So there's a lawyer actually that was kind of that knew them and knew me, and he didn't really know much about the situation, but I told him, and I was like, is there something I can do to fix this, because I want to show these people I didn't do this, you know, and show them I had no hand in it. And he said that I don't know the like specifics of it, but he said basically I could sue Facebook, I guess, or I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the specifics, and somehow get the IP address. It would have cost a lot of money, and at the time I told my mom what happened, and she was like, if that's what you have to do to get them to stop hounding you, then do it, you know? It doesn't matter how much money it costs, because at the time, we had, like, a decent amount of money, so now it's different. But, yeah, at the time, she was like, if this is what you have to do to get these people to believe you, then do it. And I was like, okay, I want to do it. I told him, I was like, this is what I want to do, you know? I was like, we'll get the IP address, and then I'll show them that I had nothing to do with it. Even though, I think even if I would have done that, and would have shown that, it was done, you know, probably at this girl's house, or she could have went to campus to do it, and that would have done nothing for me. I still could have been there with her, you know what I mean, as far as I see it. So he, you know, I had a trip planned to go to Charleston, South Carolina to visit my friend at the time. And he was like, you know, there's a lot of work involved in this, and it's a lot of money, so why don't you, he made like a Facebook, statement telling everybody to leave me alone. And, he said, go to Charleston, and when you come back it's not better, then we'll do it. And I was like, alright. So go to Charleston, I have a great time. you know, go to the beach, shop, whatever. And, you know, I come back and I did stop getting, all the death threats and, that I'm gonna kick your ass and stuff. But about 30 people think that I'm a really, really bad person and that I made a fake Facebook profile. Still, because I got, I was working at said place, and said girl got a job there, and we talked one night, and I was like, I was like, please, you have to believe me, like, I did not do this, like, why would I do this, I'm not that kind of person, like, I'm random. I'm not that kind of person, like, I didn't do it, and she basically said that she would always believe that I did it, and it apparently, made things bad for her. It was hard, it was apparently really hard for her, which made me feel bad, but I didn't do it, so, I knew who did it at the time. I knew that it was my friend, because she was the one that was saying all the stuff to get, because she had also sent messages. After the message, it was like one message that was the same, sent to a lot of people about that girl. And then after that, she sent messages singleized to people that I had spoken to or talked to or something, making it look like I would do it, which I can't really, honestly, I can't think that low. I can't think that vile to, I would just never do that. But like, if the person that was making a fake profile, why would they send messages out to people that that would totally give it away, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, I don't know. I think these people just wanted someone to blame and torture, and so they blamed me. There was a couple people within the group that were still nice to me, and I'm still friends with today, that didn't have a hand in it and didn't give a shit. But most of them still hate me, and still believe I did it. So, yeah. I don't know if there's a moral of the story, but obviously there was cyberbullying in it, and I also got bullied in person. And it's just not, I don't know, like, the whole thing was through the internet. There was no proof for me to be like, oh, I didn't do this. So I had no idea what to do, because I'd never been in a situation before. I don't know. Still to this day, if you went over there and asked them, they'd probably say, yeah, she did it. And I had nothing to do with it at all. Zero. I didn't even know what the message said. I guess it just goes to show, be careful who you hang out with, because they can easily stab you in the back at any moment. The girl that was my friend is a psychology major, and, had told me things about the girl that she didn't like before, so that put the pieces together for me. Like, I was like, oh, well, she definitely did it. But she never went. And, since then she did apologize to me and try to be my friend and all this stuff, but I want people in my life that inspire me and that are loyal to me and that are, like, I don't know, I'm a really nice person and I give and give until I basically can't give anymore. And I have been taken advantage of several times for that. But I was nothing but nice to all of them. I had no reason to do it, and you really have to be careful. Basically, every person that I've been friends with since I've moved here, which probably means I should move away, um, has screwed me over in one way or another. You know, just I have a whole bunch of stories, but every friend that I had, basically, I don't talk to anymore because they did. I mean, there's a couple that I don't talk to just because we lost touch, but most of it is because of something that they did, and was nothing but nice to them. I just think though everything's wrong. Like commenting on people's videos and saying rude things and sending people really mean messages and blaming people for stuff whenever you don't even know the truth. You know, I speak nothing but the truth 100% of the time, and that's just the way it is. And no one believed me. I think it should stop. It should stop altogether. Like, it's stupid. It's not. It's nonsense. Like, I don't know. Thinking about it, I still think about it a lot, and it really messed me up. Because, like I said, I had just started coming out of my shell, and I had trusted this person, I had trusted certain people, and it just all blew up in my face and really, really hurt. Like, I cried for months and didn't leave my house, only to go to work. It's just wrong. I don't know. I'm over it now. I don't cry about it now, and I don't go near them. But I think it just has to stop. I think, there needs to be a lot more love in this world, and people don't. They just don't love. They want to hate more than they want to love. Just like on people's YouTube videos. I mean, I guess some people could put up videos that are wrong, and say mean things, but if you have your own YouTube channel and you put up whatever you want, and it's not in any way harmful to anybody, then why would you say something mean? I mean, I guess it's there for you to do, but because you can comment, like, dislike, whatever, but it's just wrong in so many ways, and I don't understand, and I'll never understand the story that I just told you, and I don't know. Since then, like I said, a lot of other things have happened to me, and I've tried to live a positive, peaceful, happy, loving life, giving life, that so many people have taken advantage of. I mean, I'm not like Santa Claus or anything, but people have used me as a bank. People have used, like, where I live as a place to just come and go. I mean, people have knocked me out of groups just like that, and another one that involved my passion, dancing. I don't know why. But I'm gonna share the story. Maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not. And if it's not, then cool. If it is, then cool. Just try to spread peace and love. And don't blame people for something that you know they didn't even do. Like, I know to this day I had nothing to do with that whatsoever. I knew nothing about it. I was clueless the whole time until the end. And it's just, but they think different. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Try to spread peace and love, and really, if you say you're about that, really be about that. Don't just say, oh, I'm about peace and love, and then you go around blaming people and making them go further into themselves and getting hurt or more, because that's what happened to me. Because I just don't like people thinking bad of me. Like, I really try to be a good person in every sense of the way. And if, said people think that I did this really terrible, vile thing, it hurts. I don't want people to think I do that. I don't want people to think that. I don't know. Yeah. So there is my cyberbullying story / bullying story in general. I hope moving forward that everybody, if you don't get it from my video, which you probably won't because I have like 5 subscribers and no one watches my stuff, but if you get the message from somewhere to spread peace and love. It's important. It's very important. Thank you all for listening, if you did at all. If I end up uploading this, I don't know. But again, you can watch my dance videos. If I put this up, I get a good response. I might do more stories, more, dance videos and stuff. But yeah. Love, peace, and love. And thank you so much. Have a great day.